Waluigi, the man, the meme, the legend. The black sheep of the Mario franchise is one of the most popular characters, but we don't know anything about him. But I believe I've cracked the code. After scheming through every appearance in the series, I think I've narrowed down not only who he is, but where he comes from. This is the Waluigi theory. So, Waluigi is the purple, lanky rival to Luigi. Debuting in 2000's Mario Tennis out of the need to create a partner for Wario, Waluigi has remained a staple of the Mario franchise. However, unlike other characters like Toadette who have appeared in mainline titles afterwards, Waluigi hasn't appeared in any mainline Mario games since. The closest we get is a costume in Odyssey and a rabbit in the Kingdom Battle games. He hasn't even appeared in any of Wario's games, which is odd since he and Wario are supposed to be partners. He's had no backstory, no explanation of his origins, he's had nothing. There was a Nintendo Power magazine that made many people believe his name was Jimpy Popolinski, but that was an edit of another issue, so, unfortunately, all we really know about Waluigi is that he's just some purple lanky asshole with a grudge against Luigi. But, does Waluigi hate Luigi? That's fucking stupid. Of course he hates Luigi. The entire point of his character was to make a Wario for Luigi. However, when you look at his official description from the official Mario website, it says that Waluigi is the self-proclaimed rival of Luigi. Why is he the self-proclaimed rival? Mario and Wario are rivals, no one ever doubts that, but Waluigi is the self-proclaimed rival to Luigi? And what's even stranger is that this is found in almost all of his character descriptions. His amiibo description says he considers himself Luigi's rival. In Smash Bros. Brawl, it says that he's a twig-thin man who sees himself as Luigi's ultimate rival. Even in Melee, which came out less than a year after Waluigi's debut, only says he seems to be Luigi's rival. And if all of that wasn't evidence enough, take a look at the opening cutscene of Mario Tennis. Luigi doesn't even consider Waluigi his rival. And as I continue reading these, I noticed another thing that kept being repeated. Let's go back to the official description on Nintendo's website. Wario's pal and accomplice, Waluigi is the self-proclaimed rival of Luigi. Waluigi is willing to put in a lot of effort to best Mario and Luigi, if only to annoy them. Does Waluigi have a grudge against Mario? Wario doesn't really give two shits about Luigi. At most, he's just there by proxy. But Waluigi wants to best both Mario and Luigi. And the weird thing is that this is also consistent. His amiibo says, quote, he spent a long time working silently in the shadow of the Mario Brothers before finally becoming strong enough to compete with them in tennis. And his trophy in Smash Bros. Brawl repeats this verbatim. Even the kids section of Nintendo's website says, in order to build up strength to battle with Mario and Luigi, it seems that he has been working hard at a secluded location. It seems that Waluigi doesn't actually hate Luigi in particular, but rather he has a vendetta against the Mario Brothers. But if that's the case, why is he called Waluigi? Why is he dressed like that? Why does he work with Wario? Why is he Luigi's rival if he's not actually against Luigi? And it's time to dive in. So, if Waluigi doesn't actually hate Luigi as Mario and Wario's relationship is, then why is he Waluigi? What even is his connection to Wario? Well, I think it's pretty clear by now that Waluigi and Wario aren't actually related. Waluigi is always referred to as Wario's cohort, accomplice, sidekick, but rarely ever is he considered his brother. The original guide for Mario Tennis states that they're brothers, but Super Smash Bros. Melee contradicts this less than a year afterwards. Plus, more recent games like Mario and Sonic in the 2016 Olympic Games straight up just say they aren't actually related. Even Charles Martinet, the longtime voice actor for the two, describes them as two evil guys who found each other. So, they're not related, but what else do we know? Well, take a look at his render from Super Mario Party. We can see Waluigi's emblem is peeling off his hat. And it is a sticker peeling off of a blank cap. Hell, Mario Odyssey even says his clothes are barely used. Even the name, Waluigi, sounds made up. Wario is based on the Japanese word for warui, But Waluigi just sticks a Wa in front of Luigi. The Waluigi we know doesn't exist. It is a fake identity. The reason we never see Waluigi outside of spin-off games is because Waluigi doesn't actually exist. It is a fake life he's created. I believe I've even found evidence that his personality is made up. In Super Mario Sluggers, he is described as, quote, a hardworking player who's been training night and day. And Super Smash Bros. Melee says Waluigi reportedly spent a lot of time training for his debut in Mario Tennis. Even the Nintendo Kids website says, is he actually a nice, hardworking person? But don't just take the word for it. In Mario and Sonic at the 2012 Olympic Games, Waluigi vows to become a superstar on his own, no tricks. Even in Mario Golf, Toadstool Tori says, little white lies can get you in trouble, you know. Be happy you earned it. For a character who's supposed to be this lying, sneaking bastard of a man who's laid back and wants to party all day, he is consistently portrayed as a hard-working individual behind the scenes. The reason he is the self-proclaimed rival to Luigi is because Waluigi was made up. The entire character of Waluigi is a lie. He's literally wormed his way into the high society of the Mushroom Kingdom by pretending to be Wario's brother with the sole purpose of defeating the Mario Brothers. But why? I mean, even if the personality and character and even his name is fake, Waluigi clearly hates the Mario Brothers. Otherwise, he wouldn't be going through all this effort just to fight them. It's time to find out who Waluigi really is. So, when I first started this theory, I took a look at the two story-based roles Waluigi has had. Mario Party 3 and Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. In Mario Party 3, Waluigi takes over Luigi's island and makes it into a board, stealing the star stand to become the superstar. In DDR, Waluigi steals the music keys to become the greatest dancer in the world. And this is what tipped me off to Waluigi's true identity. Waluigi doesn't have a theme song. The closest we get is Waluigi Pinball, but Mario Kart DS hadn't actually released at that point. So, what song did they use for him? You would expect something like Mario Sports or Mario Kart, but no. They chose the bonus theme from Wrecking Crew. Why Wrecking Crew, of all games? Maybe they just wanted to make this remix and Waluigi was the only character who fit the bill. Maybe. But the more I looked into it, the more connections I spot between Waluigi and Wrecking Crew. In Super Mario Sluggers, his special move lets him use an eggplant. The only other reference to eggplants in this entire series has been Wrecking Crew. In Mario Party 3, Waluigi uses construction materials and has an entire construction crew on his side. And even in Mario Kart DS, one of his carts is the Gold Mantis, an excavator used in construction equipment. Why is Waluigi so associated with Wrecking Crew? This stumped me for a while. Until I realized. Who do you fight in the bonus stages of Wrecking Crew? Waluigi's theme. Why? A rival to both Mario and Luigi associated with eggplants and construction. That's right. Foreman Spike. Spike is the brutish foreman of the Wrecking Crew, who you take on during the bonus stages of the game. He's a very obscure character, only appearing in a handful of games, but has since made the rounds again due to appearing in the Mario movie. Why was Spike so essential to this movie they had to cast him? Could it be that Spike is more important to the series than we think? Ignoring appearances such as NES Remix or Mario Maker, Spike actually hasn't done much since the original Wrecking Crew, but he has had 2 other appearances since this game. In Mobile Golf, a Game Boy Color game, he's unlocked using the Game Boy Mobile adapter along with Mario, Peach, and Yoshi. But his appearance in this game looks different to his usual outfit. He wears the purple shirt and cap just like Waluigi. Okay, but maybe we can just chalk this up to graphic limitations, like how Wario wears black and white in some of the Wario Land games. But looking at the artwork for the game, not only is he still wearing purple, but he's driving an excavator just like the Gold Mantis Waluigi drives. Tell me this does not look like the same vehicle just turned into a go-kart. His description even says he's a hard worker and is quite skilled, just like Waluigi is described in the game. Alright. Let's not jump the gun for a second. Waluigi has some similarities, sure. That doesn't mean they're the same character. Spike is big and bulky, with a full-on beard and a normal nose. Waluigi's thin, lanky, he has a twig mustache, and his nose is completely pink. Well, Spike's other appearance was in a game called Wrecking Crew 98, a sequel to the original game on Super Nintendo. And take a guess at what Spike looks like here. Spike is completely redesigned in this game, given a pink nose, a twig mustache, and a pointed chin, just like how Waluigi looks. Waluigi could absolutely be a Storm and Spike in disguise, and I'm going to prove it. A fan translation by Shadow1333 shows that Spike considers himself Mario's original rival, and then he gets upset when he doesn't remember who he is. Doesn't that sound familiar? The game revolves around Bowser hiring Spike to build secret hideouts all around the Mushroom Kingdom, but it's revealed Spike doesn't work with Bowser because they're friends or anything, he just wanted a way to get back at the Mario Brothers. Doesn't that sound familiar? Many of the descriptions for Waluigi say that he's been hiding out in secluded locations to spy on the Mario Brothers. Wait a second, was it Spike building secret hideouts around the kingdom? You can't even say that Spike's changed his tunes because of the end of the movie, because if you look on the Mario Brothers plumbing website, he's still upset about them leaving his company. Waluigi is Foreman Spike from Wrecking Crew. After the Mario Brothers quit his construction company, they went off to become rich and famous for their exploits in the Mushroom Kingdom. This drove Foreman Spike into bitter jealousy. Using the abandoned hideouts he built for Bowser, he silently trains and studies the Mario Brothers, undergoing a complete body transformation to rival them. Fortunately, a tennis game is coming up, and Wario doesn't have anyone to play with. This is the exact opportunity Spike needs. He shows up claiming to be Luigi's long-lost rival, Waluigi, and offers to help Wario completely free of charge. Wario isn't the kind of guy who's gonna be running background checks, and so he agrees. Foreman Spike finally getting a chance in the spotlight to take on the Mario Brothers once again. But Waluigi isn't Spike. Waluigi is a made-up persona, a facade he uses. Wrecking Crew 98 shows Spike has fun with the Mario Brothers and enjoyed their company at the construction site. But now he can never do it again because he's not Wrecking Crew Foreman Spike. He's the goofy, scheming Waluigi. He's doomed himself to a life of jealousy and envy when being himself is what would have made him happy. Little white lies can get you in trouble, you know.